Welcome to Hillside Farm. My name is Ruth McKinney, and we are doing the fall series on all things fall, whether that's outside or inside cooking or time with friends. So today we're going to do one of my very favorite fall things, and fall is my favorite time of year, but I love soups. I can eat any. I think there's only a couple of soups that I don't like, but I love soups. And in my cookbook, Hungry for Home, on page 376 is the soup we're going to do today. I mean, I've got a bunch of them in here, from potato soups to wild rice chicken soup, chicken and barley soup. But today we're doing butternut squash. So here's what you're going to need to have on hand to do this soup. We've got butternut squash. You can buy it already cubed. You can, bless your heart, if you want to go ahead and take a whole butternut squash and do it that way in the oven, you can do it. I went ahead and bought it pre-cubed, cleaned, and all of that kind of stuff. Then we need some celery, a yellow onion, some heavy whipping cream, that's for the end, the drizzling, some bacon that I cooked up yesterday, and then chicken stock. So here we go. I've already, so the recipe has this, it was made for my large family. Because there aren't very many people home at this point, I halved the recipe. So what I'm going to be saying to you is the half measurements. So behind me, I did about 21 ounces of chicken broth. I have that going in my Dutch oven. I have it on a boil. And the reason being is we are going to be putting in the butternut squash, the onions, and the celery and letting it all get really tender. So to that, I'm going to add, here we go, 1.5 pounds of cubed butternut squash. And I'm going to put that in here. I mean, for a fall night, what is better than coming home to a really cozy, mug or cup or bowl of soup and crusty bread? All right, so I've just put the butternut squash in. Now, here we go. I am going to take, let's see here, half an onion. The regular recipe calls for a full onion, but right now I'm going to use half. I'm going to slice that up. I'm telling you, I love this knife that Heather got me for my birthday. It's from Cutco. I think my brother sold Cutco 25 years ago. And then her son sold, but she got me this knife, and I'm loving it. So go ahead and dice up your onion pretty finely, although it's all going to go into an immersion blender, so it doesn't really matter that much. All right, here we go. I'm going to put all of this onion in. Put this back on high. All right, and I'm going to take 2 stalks of celery. And again, just give it a rough chop. It's so easy and so fast to make this soup. And I've seen this soup done in a lot of different ways. I've even seen some people add a little pumpkin to their butternut squash, and it has kind of a pumpkin flavor. This is the one that I love, though. All right. I'm going to get this really going. This is going to stay in the pot until all of the vegetables, including the squash, is really tender. So I will keep checking on it over the next 10 minutes, and we will see where we are at. And add a little bit more of this. Okay, I just checked. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Everything is tender. So the butternut squash, as well as the celery and the onion, are all very tender. And now's the time to turn off your oven. Don't leave it on while you're doing this. When I first got married, I wondered, why do I need an immersion blender? I didn't even know what one it was used for. And I was like, I'm never going to make soup anyway, so why do I need it? This thing has been used for decades, and I love it. It probably has seen better days, but you know what? It's tried and true. So, pot's off. Immersion blender is getting ready to go. What this does is it is literally blending up everything that's in here to make your soup. Now make sure that it's deeper than this, because in the past I've done it and soup sprayed all over the place. So you have to make sure it's below the water or the stock line. Okay, bringing my pot. Now what do I add to this is about a tablespoon of butter. This just makes it really rich. It is so good. And as this melts, let me see. Let me stir this. I'm telling you, this soup is so good. Make your favorite bread. Make a big crunchy sourdough bread. This is the perfect, like, read a book by the fire, lunch by yourself, or dinner with the family. All right, that butter is melting. And then I'm going to show you the special way I serve this. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Okay. So I take the soup. The butter has already melted. Oh my gosh, it is so good. I got this fun pottery in Park City. That's where a lot of my family lives. And we found this potter who makes his own pottery. So for different holidays, for my birthday, Bob would always buy me some mugs or plates or bowls once a year. And I gradually grew my collection. All right. There we go. Now I take heavy whipping cream, just a little bit, and I drizzle that on top. Makes a fun little decoration on top. And then I take some bacon that I made and crumbled up, and I put that in there. And there you have it. An awesome soup. Thank you for joining us. Please always check Tip Tuesday on Instagram, Hungry for Home. On Tuesdays, I do all sorts of tips in cooking and gardening and family child rearing, and those are on Tuesdays. So we'll see you next time. Thank you so much for joining us for this soup. Have a great day.